Aloha, welcome back to the Infinite Cup Podcast. I am your host, Robert Brett. Now, disassociation, derealization, depersonalization, these are real symptoms of the Great Awakening that is happening right now on our planet. Now, you're feeling this because you've had some sort of awakening process and you are longing to go back in tune with the Matrix. Therefore, you are always going to suffer. The Matrix, the movie, is this really good analogy for this classic example that is happening right now. Again, these are symptoms of the Great Awakening. So when you wake up, when you unplug from the Matrix, right, the world is now different. You literally perceive reality in a different way. And the longing to go back to the old comforts of life, whether it was food or music or relationships, whatever that old comfort might be, this is where the suffering comes into play. You cannot go back into the Matrix, right? Look, let's break down that movie. Off the top of my head, I forget the name of the character. However, he makes that shady deal, right, to go back in tune with the Matrix, right? He has that weird deal to get Morpheus, right? He turns them in, right? He wants to go back to the Matrix just so he can have steak and all of this food and material obsessions, right? Think about it. Right? All of those things are glorious in the beginning. However, when you truly wake up, they don't become glorious anymore. They're no longer fulfilling you, right? That's why I tell people ignorance is not bliss, right? These are old cliches that are keeping people stuck in that third dimension, keeping people stuck in the corral, keeping people sheep where they're easily controlled. Now, you have broken through that illusion. You've broken through that level of control. You know exactly what's going on. The problem is you keep trying to go back to those old comforts over and over again, expecting a different result. And it ain't going to happen. I'm going to be the one to tell you, I'm not going to sugarcoat this in any way, shape, or form because I experienced this myself. I was very heavy, oh my gosh, all the way to whatever symptom of suicidal thought or any horrible thing that you can think of. I've been through that myself. I know exactly what that feels like, and it's not comfortable. Now, the solution here is meditation. The solution is you anchoring to that part of yourself that is infinite. How do you do that? I would call that meditation. It doesn't have to be this closed eye, traditional sit-down meditation. However, you need to do something to plug in to the infinite part of yourself. This is happening because you are stuck in that human form, right? You feel stuck in this meat suit and you're having to attribute all of these nutrients and give it what it needs and water and do relationships and have a job and stuff. It's exhausting, right? I get it, This modern world is not built for spirituality. If you haven't noticed yet, our modern world is built for the exact opposite. It's about getting more sheep into the corral. That's it. More control. More capitalism, right? That's it, right? Money, 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 greed, greed, greed. Now, when you break through that bond and you have no more bondage whatsoever, you look back and you only have compassion and empathy on these souls that are still stuck in bondage. So again, that is the solution. Selfless service, right? Meditation, helping others, empathy, compassion, bliss. These are these higher vibrational states that you can access only when you go through these experiences that we would call derealization or depersonalization, right? Disassociation is coming from the fact that you now know that you are not this body. You are not your thoughts. You not only know this, you've experienced it and you can't go back. That's it. Now, what you can do, though, is jump into your infinite self and expand your consciousness more and more every single day. Use that energy, right? Because at the base core, it's still energy before it goes into something negative, right? It's still energy, and we need to channel that energy to a more productive outlet, right? Challenge yourself. You're getting caught in these woes and these lower vibrations that you are now associating with disassociation or derealization. However, those don't have to be bad things, right? In fact, I would congratulate you. Like if you're experiencing these things honestly and you sincerely feel disassociated to your own human body or society and all of these things, congratulations. Why? Because you're waking up. You're seeing beyond the veil of illusion. You're going beyond the matrix. That is such a good thing. Again, the only thing that is quote unquote negative, right, is us getting caught in that attachment of wanting to be like the old self or the old ways, however it was in the Matrix, and all of those comforts, right, that came from you being ignorant. And remember, ignorance is not bliss. That's the takeaway here, right? You have to go deeper, keep going. These are just layers. And I'm telling you, again, I've been through it and I've been stuck for years, and I want you to learn from my mistakes, right? The more you can channel, the more you can be the alchemist, right? That's what you're here to do, to channel that energy into a more productive outlet where you are getting the results. That's what we are here to do. Anything but that is what's called settling, which, no judgment here, it's just that's what people do, right? They settle for that level of achievement, whether it's the relationship or the material success or the job or whatever. They settle for that level and then they're good, right? Meanwhile, in the back of their head, or that thought that just creeps up right before you hit the pillow at night, oh, I should have done this. I should have went on that vacation. Oh, I should have went for that dream job or that dream relationship when I had the chance, right? It's always coming back to the heart and fulfilling the heart on that deep, deep level, right? The deepest level of your being. Go to that place and fulfill the soul, not the ego, not the lower self, right? Because again, you're getting caught in these symptoms, which is you being in the ego. You know the lower self is winning if you're just caught in that lower vibration, and it's time to go through that experience so you can go anchor to the highest vibration there is. You have that ability right now. And it's going to happen again. I'm not here to say that all you have to do is this one technique and all of these symptoms are going to go away. No, again, you are waking up. As long as you have a human form here, you still have karma to play out. You still got work to do. So these depersonalization, derealization symptoms are going to continue to happen until you channel that energy into the infinite part of yourself. Right? Go deep into that solitude, go deep into that woe and that misery and break through it so you can have that energetic upgrade. And keep going, baby. I know it's dark and I know that things seem a little grim when you're in the thick of it. However, this is a very beautiful thing as long as you can master it, right? The better meditator you are, the more you will master these levels of consciousness. And I can reassure you that it only gets brighter as long as you continue to stick with it and do the work. All right. I love each and every one of you. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon page. Until next time, infinite love, infinite peace.